evening, everybody, and welcome into the final week of the regular season here on your sports network. I'm Alec Caberna, bringing to you All-American Conference and Steel Valley Conference play here today as the 11-7 Austintown Fitch Falcons take on the 10-7 Ursuline Fighting Irish. Up on the mound today for that Irish crew, they will have out senior Drew Carilla, coming in with a record of 2-4 on this season and an ERA of 3.41. We're taking on this lineup for Fitch, averaging just over 5 runs per game on this season. Bit of a slump, though, lately as they took on their rivals. Canfield struggled to hit, struggled to score. They're hoping to get back in rhythm here today. To do so, they'll send out their designated hitter, Frank Senadak, to lead out their lineup here tonight, followed by Drew Kaschak and Carson Fuller at the 4 spot. They will bat Jackson Cheeks. Rocco DeFlorio will bat 5th. Jack Knight will bat 6th. Carter Owens will pitch and will bat 7th. Donovan Bell Sullivan will bat at 8th. And Hayden Warmouth will round out the lineup for the Fitch Falcons today. For the Irish, though, as mentioned with Carrillo on the mound, it will be Thomas Pisa behind the plate. Over at first base is Jack Erickson. Luca Raschuti will take second. Shortstop is C.J. Frasco. And Anthony Treveri will play over at third. In left field is Dylan Casey. And in center, Mark Manning. In right field, Tommy Groner, who got the win in their last game out. Had an excellent day on the mound as well, and they're hoping he can play well and hit well, batting out of the 6th spot on their side of the line. So stepping in first, Frank Senadak to go up against Drew Carilla here for our first at-bat of the ball game. From Bob Scene Park on your sports network, I'm Alec Caberna. The pitch is swung on, and it's strike one to begin our play here today between two teams that are likely expected to make some noise this coming postseason. Obviously, rankings were announced, the brackets have been made, and they'll both get set for playoff time here. But today, I think they're both focused on getting a few more wins to take that advantage into the postseason. Both looking for some momentum. And for Carrillo on the mound, trying to find some wins as Senadak puts this one over to second. Raschuti on the throw, has him down, and it's one away to start out the ball game. An easy ground out for the infield, and that was seen a lot in their games against Canfield. Had troubles getting the ball into the outfield, elevating, got on top of a lot of things. Drew Carilla having similar results here on the first at-bat of the day. Carilla, a guy that will strike you out with power. 37 Ks on the season through 26 2/3 innings pitched. As now up at the plate is Drew Kaschak as he watches in strike one to begin his at-bat, his first of the day. And this Fitch team in their last 3 games scoring just 7 runs compared to their 3 games prior to that scoring 18. So a big slump for them in these last 3 against Hubbard and Canfield. No slackers of opponents there, but definitely some results that they'd like to see get turned around once they get closer to playoff time. So it's a 1-1 count from Carilla to start this one out, and there's strike 2. Now down on Kaschak, and with 2 strikes down, similar spot to where Carilla was against Senadak. Senadak able to make contact finally late in the at-bat, grounds it out to second. See if Kaschak has a different result in his back pocket. Carilla gets set and delivers. This is swung on, and no, this will be in the exact same spot to Raschuti. Little farther up, however, he's still there in time, and it's back-to-back outs for the second baseman. So now from one second baseman to another, we go to Carson Fuller, who will play second for the Falcons on defense here today. Steps in with already 2 away in the inning, looking to get anything going against the starter in Drew Carilla. First pitch taken in for ball 1, so a different result to start out this AB than the last 2. It was first pitch strikes the last 2 times out. Patience is going to be key going up against an experienced senior starter. And Drew Carilla, as he lost his footing there and throws that one wildly into the backstop. So it's 2-0 to begin the at-bat to Carson Fuller. And now 3-0 as he just can't seem to find his rhythm up there on the mound. You can see him adjusting the dirt a little bit. Definitely out of rhythm at the moment. The 3-0 delivery is called strike one. So good comeback pitch there after he couldn't find his zone on the first 3 pitches. You'll have to continue to fire it down, though, if he wants to avoid the walk and look for his first 1, 2, 3 inning of the day. And no, this one in the dirt, and that's a free bag for Carson Fuller, first base runner of the day. Here in our first of 2 games from Bob Scene Park. Game 2 later, we will see the Mineral Ridge Rams coming in to take on the Louisville Rockets in a MVAC Scarlet tiered matchup. So batting fourth, Jackson Cheeks. First pitch he sees high in the zone as well. So the man on first, Fitch, looking to do what they couldn't do in their last 2 games, get a hit that drives in a run and keep the inning alive. They're going to need something to find the gap if Carson Fuller is to make his way all the way around third and head on home. That's a good pitch. High top corner evens the count up at 1 apiece. The 1-1 delivery off-speed pitch gets fouled off into the parking lot, and that one narrowly avoids a car in the front row. For the Irish, they're hoping that Kirill up on the mound today can keep this lineup quiet. They've had problems in their last 5 games keeping teams off the board. They did hold United scoreless in this ballpark last Friday, but then on Saturday allowed 7 runs. The couple games before that, they allowed 14 runs between the 3 opponents. A steal attempt out to second, a high throw. This will end up in the outfield as Pisa cannot make that delivery down, but it's called strike 3 at the plate anyway, so the steal attempt nullified there, and that'll do it. Top of the first inning, Fitch leaves a man stranded. Ursuline's line comes up next.
Quality, customer service, and integrity. Those are the 4 words that have driven our success since 1957 at Joe Dickey Electric.
Joe Dickey Electric is one Mahoning Valley landmark business that stays current with the requirements of our customers. Family owned and managed, we are an electrical contractor and energy solutions provider. Every member of our team adds to his or her skill set through ongoing training. Residential, commercial, industrial, automotive, and more. We keep ahead of the needs of our customers with a fleet of more than 50 vehicles and 24/7 emergency service, so you're never left in the dark.
WRS Wealth Advisors, the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Located on South Avenue in Boardman.
Welcome back to your Sports Network. I'm Alec Cabrera. Bottom of the first inning coming up now. And up on the mound will be Carter Owens here this afternoon as he will go up against the Ursuline Irish lineup, batting .343 on the season and averaging about 7.5 runs per game this year. And with that, their lineup will start with one of their hottest hitters this year, the second baseman, who had his glove hot early as well, and Luca Rasciuti. Anthony Treveri will bat second. Dylan Casey, the 3 spot. Brian Frasco, the designated hitter, will bat cleanup. And in the 5 spot is C.J. Frasco. Tommy Groner will bat 6th. Jack Erickson, Thomas Pisa, and Mark Manning will round out the Irish lineup here this afternoon. Behind the plate, as always, for the Fitch Falcons is Donovan Bell Sullivan. He was held quiet in their last ball game against Canfield. Didn't get much action as well. Not a lot of stolen base attempts in that game, with just the 1 run coming across to score. So, needless to say, he should be pretty fresh, as his pitcher in that game also made it pretty easy on him. So, we'll get to see what he can do here this afternoon. Over at first base will be Jack Knight, who pitched in their last game. At second is Carson Fuller. At short is Brady Lowe. Not in the lineup today. He's being DH'd for. Rocco DeFlorio is over at third. In left is Jackson Cheeks. Drew Kaschak in center. And Hayden Warmouth in right field. With that, Luca Raschuti, ripping it at .389 this season, steps in for the Irish. Another, as mentioned earlier, team that's been struggling to score through those last 5 games. Just 7 runs scored. You go back to the game just before this 5-game slump, they scored 7 on the road against Heartland Christian. So both of these teams starting to take a step back as we enter into the late stages of the season. You wonder if they're both just trying to save some energy for the postseason. But at this point, both teams need to start putting it down as this is hit out to second. Fuller has to go down to get it, and his throw over to first will pull his man off the bag. Now the relay into second, not going to be there in time as it is a leadoff double for the Irish as Raschuti pulls into second off the error. So an E4 has us started here today, and we have a man on as Anthony Treveri now up to the plate. 308 on the season as Treveri hitting. Came in late against Canfield. Had a decent, against United. Had a good impact over at third base. Obviously batting over 300 at the plate is always a good sign to see for any batter at any stage of the season. Just a sophomore this year with 10 RBIs and 2 doubles. He's competing for the RBI lead this year. In his 17 games played, 39 at-bats. He has really been swinging the bat well. First pitch to him is going to be a ball 1, so ball starting each of our at-bats. Raschuti saw 1, now Treveri. If you're going to beat an aggressive lineup of Ursuline, you have to attack them early on. Team has been struck out 99 times this season. And this man here near the top of the lineup struck out just 4 times. That ball is getting put into play just about every single time he's out there. It's ball 2 to him. Only been walked 9 times as well. Pitch down from Owens. Will that find the zone? Yes, it does. A good off-speed pitch finds the bottom outside corner. Continuing to look back to second. The delivery home is off the plate. This will put Raschuti up to third. He will take the turn and look for home, but he will not go as Owens is there and Bell Sullivan has the ball in his hand. So Treveri now in a spot where he might find himself with another RBI to add, or a walk down to first would be his 10th of the season. As Carter Owens put something over the strike zone, and with a 3-1 count, you almost wonder if he just intentionally finishes this at-bat off with a ball, puts a man on first. He at least open up the chance for a double play ball over on the right side of the infield. In the next at-bat, and you might forfeit a run here at some point, but now no point as this is swung on and fouled off. Full count to Treveri. And now Owens hunting for that strikeout. Would be his first of the game with the man on. The payoff pitch. Swung on. This one will drop into right field just over the glove of Jack Knight, scoring the game's first run from third. So the Irish get one on the board thanks to the bat of Anthony Treveri as he cashes in on RBI number 11. Ties him for the team lead with C.J. Frasco and Jack Erickson, as now Dylan Casey, who's batting at .333, steps up with a runner out on first. Owens continuing to look back to first. The pitch home, off speed. This is taken out to left field. It's hanging up there, should be catchable, and it is on the run, as that was Jackson Cheeks closing in to make the inning's first out. So Brian Frasco, the team's leading hitter in batting percentage this season, stepping up to the plate. He comes in swinging that bat as well as anybody could ask. .429 on the season. He's finding himself at the plate more and more often here in the later half of the year. 7 RBIs for him and a team-high 5 doubles for the future football player. Another throwback to first, still not going to get him. Treveri, the lead base runner. Now the first pitch is going to be low in the zone. That's ball 1. Fitch is a team this year allowing just 4.3 runs per game, a pretty good margin at that point when they're scoring 5 and 2 or 5 1/4 on their own side. But again, as you get into postseason, they're going to be playing up against Division I teams. It'll be a tough road, and these young pitchers that they have are going to have to get used to the spotlight. Some of these late season games against Canfield and Ursuline, very important on their schedule. They got Alliance and Ursuline coming up again later on this week. But you saw Hubbard, you saw South Range. This team has not been shy about their schedule this season. They have been aggressive, and a big part of that is trying to get them ready for what they will see in the Division I postseason. 1-1 at the plate to Frasco, and Owens is going to step off. Not liking what he's seeing out there with Treveri on first and a power hitter at the plate with just 1 away. And now another throwback to first, still won't find him. Treveri not much of a lead over there at first, just trying to keep him honest and maybe trying to keep him pinned to the back so he doesn't try and steal second. But I mean, he is not much more than a body length away. Now the pitch home, he will steal for second. It's a pitch out. The throw is a little high from Bell Sullivan. I think it would have been on time, but Treveri able to steal second off the high throw. Carson Fuller was there ready to apply the tag. It was a decent throw, just a little bit off the mark. And on your first throw of the day, it's always a little tough to figure that trajectory out. You know, you get the warm-up throw between innings, but it just never works to real game situations. The 2-1 count. Frasco swinging a miss at the plate, and we're even at 2 apiece. So Owens gets set yet again with Treveri now up in scoring position on second. Looking for the strikeout pitch as this is skied high just out of the infield, as this will be caught by Carson Fuller for out number 2. Fuller calling off the shortstop Brady Lowe on the left side of the infield. About a foot into that outfield grass, I should say. And now C.J. Frasco steps in, batting just .295. One of 2 players in the lineup today not batting over .300 on the season. A reliable man out there, but he does have a team-high 11 RBI, so despite the fact that he's hitting it less than his teammates, he's very efficient when he does hit it. With runners in scoring position, seems to be his time to shine. Don't put him out there to start the inning, but if you put him in a spot like this, that's where he's more likely to deliver. The 0-1 to him. Now 0-2. He's going to find the gap, and Treveri is going to turn this and look for home. The throw into the plate, beautifully thrown in from Jackson Cheeks, and they got Treveri at the plate. So Ursuline scores just 1 off the good hit from Anthony Treveri to score Raschuti, and C.J. Frasco's does get the hit, but no run as a result. After 1, it's 1-0. The Irish on top.
21 News delivers the news as it happens, using the latest technology,
from where it happens.
Live here outside the Mahoney County.
On air, online,
Wednesday afternoon weather update.
Very dangerous.
And on the 21 News social media platforms.
I'm on the road right now.
21 News, the Valley's only locally owned source for trusted news since 1953.
Going the extra mile at Greenwood Chevrolet means we want to take care of the community that takes care of us too.
And we have to work together always. And that's how you stay in business for 40 years.
You know, I love being a helper because when I help somebody, it makes me feel good.
It means a lot that I can make a difference in others' lives.
So I will do everything I can and just being there for them every step of the way.
I want them to know within the first 5 minutes that they could depend on me. That's what going the extra mile means, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
You're not waiting to see what the world has in store for you. It's more about what you have in store for the world. All you need is the opportunity. All you need are the resources of a large university and the advantages of a personalized academic setting where you can experience new worlds in the arts and sciences, business, and education and make them your own. We are where you shape your future. We are Youngstown State University and proud.
Change. This one word can make you break out in a cold sweat. But with change comes wisdom, experience, and understanding. At Myers Family Insurance, we can help make changes in Medicare, insurance, and retirement a positive experience for you and your family. We've gone through changes, like our new office and new faces to help our family of clients too.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance. Check us out online at MyersFamilyINS.com or find us on Facebook.
Top of the second inning, and it's Rocco DeFlorio stepping up to the plate to take on Drew Carilla in round two of the day. As Carilla so far, 1 strikeout and 1 walk. Saw just 4 his first time out there, and starts off the inning with ball 1 to Rocco DeFlorio. Pitch number 2 will miss as well, so make it 2-0. Seems at times Carilla's looked like the best pitcher out there, and then on the very next pitch, he's slipping around and can't find his footing. Been a tale of two cities for him, but has not really affected him to too much to this extent. The 4-pitch walk to Carson Fuller, really the only side effect of it, as this is a late called strike 1. So a 2-1 count now to Rocco. The pitch from Carilla. This is a high one that swung at, but Rocco got too far underneath it, and our count evens at 2 apiece. So Carilla able to find his footing, put 2 straight good pitches down there, after it looked like he was slipping a bit on the first 2. Now in the hunt for strike 3. And the pitch. Off speed, got him. And so it's 1 down here to begin the inning. Make it back-to-back strikeouts for Drew Carilla, though, in the ball game, as he finished off the first with a strikeout to Jackson Cheeks. Begins with a strikeout to Rocco DeFlorio. And now the first baseman, Jack Knight, stepping up to the plate to take on Carilla for the first time today. First pitch to him is a nice off-speed pitch that they're going to put in that zone as well. It's a nasty curveball out there that Carilla has. A lot of guys starting to get used to the curveballs they see from right-handed pitchers, but when a lefty starts doing it, it has a completely different curvature on it. It makes it a really nasty pitch to look at as this one goes in the dirt. Count even back up at 1 apiece. The 1-1, this is swung on and fouled off. Carilla just went straight fastball there after missing the fastball to pitch before it. Carilla trying to make it back-to-back-to-back Ks if he can put down another. And off-speed pitch taken out to short. This is Frasco on the throw. Beats out Jack Knight at first for out number 2. So 2 up. 2 down. And now our first pitcher's battle of the day at the plate, as it's Carter Owens stepping in to take on Drew Carilla. Trying to give his team perhaps the start of a 2-out rally. If he can get his way up to second at least and set up the 8-9 hitters well. No one has been able to hit the ball out of the infield so far. 3 times players have made contact. 2 of them grounded out to the second baseman, 1 to the shortstop. First pitch here taken for ball 1. Pitch number 2, going to be taken to the left side of the infield again. Frasco bobbles it. It was a hard hit ball, and Carter Owens is on here with 2 away to get this team going again yet in the second. Their second base runner of the day. And so Donovan Bell Sullivan now up to the plate after Owens records the first hit of the ball game for the Fitch Falcons. As Donovan Bell Sullivan struck out twice in their matchup against Canfield against Patelis up on the mound. Patelis with a complete game shutout against this crew and 11 strikeouts. Even if this team goes down, they want to go down swinging this time around. You can't have a game back-to-back where you have double-digit strikeouts. Have to start swinging it and making contact, even if you go down in the field. Carrillo on the pitch to the plate. That is going to miss, so 2-0 to begin the at-bat. And the runner goes as this is steamed down the line to third. Treveri has it. The throw is not in time. Well, it's in time, but it's going to have pulled Jack Erickson off the bag. So this will go down as an E5 to put him on. So back-to-back now in the inning for the Falcons as they have the tying run in scoring position now over on third. It looked good from up here, but that umpire in the field has a really good angle of that one. And if he says that Jack Erickson got pulled off the bag on the throw, good chance he probably did. That's about the perfect spot you want to be if you're judging that. But now Hayden Warmouth looking to be the big clutch hitter of the inning as he steps in with 2 on and 2 away here in the second. 1-0 to begin this at-bat as well. You got to love the hit and run strategies. This one will be in the dirt. But Carter Owens on that pitch was off stealing for second. Bell Sullivan puts it on the ground over to third. And thanks to that movement early on, Carter Owens is able to round around second and run all the way to third without a throw against him. Put him in scoring position. All they're going to need is a base hit to the outfield. 2-0. This one's in the dirt. So 1 pitch away from a potential bases loaded spot here in the top of the second with 2 outs. Carrillo struggling to find the strike zone here in this at-bat. Remember, he started off the inning this way, went 2-0, then worked himself back into a strikeout. Now down 3-0 in the count, though. A little bit of a tougher hill to climb. And the pitch. And this one is going to completely go past the catcher. And this will bring in a run. Oh, they will say that one's a strike, so never mind. They won't walk him. I missed that. Interesting strike call. Pisa couldn't get a hold of it behind the plate. And now that is in there again, so 3-2. Warmouth, at the plate. And the pitch from Carilla. Swung on strike 3. Warmouth goes down swinging here to end out this second, but not before a run comes in to score in the form of Carter Owens, thanks to the pass ball from Andrew Carilla. So we're tied up at 1 heading into the bottom of the second.
You're not waiting to see what the
Change.
Hi, this is Tommy Clem, owner of WRS Insurance Solutions.
WRS Insurance Solutions is a local independent agency that specializes in life, Medicare, long-term care, and disability products. Call us at 330-953-3722 or visit us at wrsinsurancesolutions.com to learn more.
Good luck to all the student athletes in the Valley.
What can you do on over 5,000 acres? At Mill Creek Metro Parks, you can discover unique habitats and wildlife, create memorable family moments, experience history, heritage, and park programs, explore scenic landscapes, take time to relax and be well, connect with nature and each other. Come see what's new at Mill Creek Metro Parks. Plan your trip now at millcreekmetroparks.org.
Introducing Merge from Greenwood Chevrolet, a completely new way to buy a car that combines the convenience of shopping online with the personal touch and expertise that Greenwood is known for. Visit greenwoodchevrolet.com and let us go the extra mile for you.
Your teams work hard and give it all they've got. Well, so does ours, because 21 Sports and YSN give you extra effort when covering local sports. 21 Sports and YSN, winning coverage of our Valley's teams.
Welcome back to the ballpark. Here I'm Alec Caberna on a 70-degree day between Fitch and Ursuline. Beautiful baseball weather today in Struthers, Ohio. Some rain's expected overnight, but we should be clear here, as we also got a mild 5-mile-an-hour wind coming in just about straight out of the north in today's ball game, although not blowing at the moment. As you can see, that flag out there in center, not moving an inch. Up to the plate, though, to get us started, the number 6 hitter in the lineup, and Tommy Groner, as Carter Owens in his 1 inning of work so far. No strikeouts, no walks, 2 hits allowed, 1 error for the Falcons, and 1 run scored for the Irish. That came off the bat of Treveri as he scored in Raschuti back in the previous inning. First pitch now to Tom Groner, taken in there for strike 1, and that's something they want to see out of Carter Owens. First pitch strikes. That last inning, he allowed a lot of first pitch balls and allowed Ursuline's batters to sit in there, time them up, and start swinging later in counts as Tom Groner is going to put this one into right field and will jog down the first base line, and he's on with the team's 3rd hit of the day off the ground ball into right. Jack Erickson, .262 hitter for the Irish, now up at the plate. And for Erickson, much like Frasco in the fact that his average isn't too high, but with guys in scoring position, he delivers. 11 RBIs on the season and 3 extra base hits. He averages actually 1 RBI per hit on the season. In his 42 at-bats, has 11 hits and 11 RBIs. First pitch to him here is taken outside for ball 1. Other than hitting, Erickson really doesn't have many decisions at the plate. Struck out just 7 times, been walked 9, which is tied for the team high. But a lot of balls get put into play, as this one does. Hit to the right side of the infield. A toss over to first will not be in time as Erickson runs down the throw and beats it out. So back-to-back hits start out the inning as that is a great effort from Erickson to beat down Carson Fuller, who tried to underhand toss it over to Knight. Not in time as Thomas Pisa now to the plate, as now we will have a dispute here from Joe Paris, who walks out onto the field. Our two umpires will meet out left of the mound and discuss the previous play. It was close, a bang-bang play, and it didn't take much discussion. They will keep this safe at first. And that was about as brief as discussion as you can have. And Joe Parrish is just going to walk back to the dugout in complete disbelief of how short of a time they discussed that one. So Pisa at the plate, 364 on the season, has two guys on as the Irish looking to respond back to the one run put up in the top of the inning in rapid succession here. First pitch here, and he's going to look for the bunt. Is not able to pull it back, as this one was a mile high and nearly clocked him in the head, and that's strike one. Just 6 games played in total for number 12 out there, but he's got 6 RBIs and just 4 hits. Going for the sacrifice here. If he drops it down again, he will not. Goes for the swing, puts this out to right, but well foul behind the swing. So an 0-2 count as Carter Owens on the hunt for a strikeout number 1 of the game for him. His counterpart already with 3, so a bit of catching up to do if he's going to try and go strikeout for strikeout with him. The pitch down from Owens goes good off-speed pitch across the zone, but they're not going to give it to him. That's ball 1. 2 on with no outs. Owens taking a look back to second where Tom Groner stands. Another pitch swung on and fouled away at the plate from Thomas Pisa. So we'll do it again on the 1-2. Owens going to take a couple looks back to second and delivers at home. Great off-speed pitch. Again, they won't give it to him. Just dropped a little bit late. So evened up at 2-2 now. Number of good pitches here, but great plate discipline so far from number 12. The 2-2 pitch is a low one in the dirt. Both runners will look to advance, and they will no throw. And so Carter Owens allows 2 more to advance into scoring position. And the count is full with no outs. The pitch is high in the zone, no go, and the bases are loaded for Ursuline to begin the second. And they go back to the top of the lineup with Luca Rasciuti, who with one swing of the bat can really do some damage and potentially put himself tied for the lead in RBIs on the team. He comes in with 9 on the season, 3 doubles as well, as he could really use one right here to potentially unload the current base runners. Pitch number 1 to him is a high curveball, and he gets strike 1. Good first pitch strike there. Not a heater that Rasciuti can dial up. Goes off speed. Like to see him go right with the heater here on pitch number 2, and he does. This is swung on, taken out to center. This is likely going to score 1. It's caught by the right fielder. 1 run will come in to score, but they are going to be able to hold Jack Erickson at second thanks to a great throw from Hayden Wormuth. And there is 1 away in the inning. As Tom Groner, the one to come in to score. It's an RBI sac fly for Luca Rasciuti. Now Anthony Treveri, who's already got 1 RBI on the day, steps in with a chance for a couple of more if he can deliver here. That was the 10th RBI picked up by Rasciuti this season. As now there's one away, and the Irish have reclaimed their lead here in the second. And this is taken out to right field, but will end up directly in the glove of Wormuth again. His throw to third is going to be off the mark, and it would have been a chance for Jack Erickson to advance, but he tripped as he was going off a third, and I think Ursuline's trying to say he was tripped by Rocco DeFlorio. And they will discuss this yet again. Now, if he was purposely held up or tripped by DeFlorio, that is interference, and he will be allowed to go home for the Irish's third run. You can't purposely interfere. And it looks like they will just hold him there. The umpires will not change their call. They've held firm on both of their disputed decisions here today. So Anthony Treveri, pardon me, now at the plate. That was Raschuti up last, and he's going to get popped right in the back to begin this one. So it's a hit by pitch, and it was my mistake. Thomas Pisa after getting walked. It was Mark Manning with the RBI sac fly to right. Luca Raschuti followed up with one of his own, and now Treveri gets bonked, and he's over on first. So bases loaded again here for the Ursuline Fighting Irish as Dylan Casey steps up to play. The big spot here, so the Irish can grow their lead. First pitch thrown down. Bill Sullivan has to jump. Keep that one down in front of him. Held it down in the dirt. 1-0 count to begin it. Pitch number 2 goes outside line, so strike one. Just barely catching it. Even count. The delivery from Owen swung on, taken to right again, and Wormuth is not going to get there in time. One run is in to score. They're going to test his arm, and the second one comes in as well. So runners on now at the corners for the Irish, as it's Jack Erickson and Thomas Pisa in to score off of the 2 RBI single. A beautifully laid hit there from Dylan Casey, a timely one at that too, as our score now 4-1. The inning continues as the DH, Brian Frasco, now coming up to swing with RBIs in scoring position still. And you wonder, do they try to send Casey to second to put 2 in scoring position? Treveri, the lead runner, over on third, and they will. First pitch, Frasco goes swinging at it, no throw. So 2 now in scoring position with 2 away. Big inning now for the Irish. 8 up to the plate. 3 have scored. 2 have been out thus far. And he does not go around there. So a 1-1 count to Brian Frasco. The 1-1 pitch swung on. That's strike 2. And so Owens trying to get out of this inning yet again. Has 2 strikes on the batter. Hasn't been able to close out any of these so far. Will this be the one? It will be strikeout number 1 for Carter Owens as he strands a couple of Irish on second and third, but not before 3 runs coming to score off the bats of Mark Manning and Dylan Casey. The Irish lead after 2, 4-1 here at Bob Scene Park.
If you can dream it, you can live it. Enjoy outdoor living at its finest with outdoor furniture at Sheely's. Whether hosting picnics or dining al fresco, with outdoor dining sets, you can bring family and friends together. You can create an outdoor oasis for your patio or deck, perfect for relaxing summer evenings. And unwind under the stars when you cozy up to a nice fire. Savor the season with outdoor living at Sheely's. Sheely's, the best things in life happen at home.
Craftsmanship to us is 60 years of pride and dedication.
Passed down from generation to generation.
The hardwood floors that your kids take their first steps on.
The solid wood doors you quietly close at night.
The things we create day in and day out are the products that end up turning your house into a home.
At Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods, uncompromising quality and craftsmanship built our business.
And it will keep us moving forward for generations to come.
Your culinary adventure awaits at Legends Food and Drink. Experience a welcoming ambiance while you explore our appetizing menu featuring over 20 meals under $20 and over 30 lunches for $12 or less. Our private dining room seat between 10 and 20 at no additional cost. And don't forget our spacious 35-seat bar for your favorite sporting event. Book your special occasion in our elegant banquet room that seats up to 150 comfortably. Legends Food and Drink, a taste you'll remember. Market Street and Route 224 in Boardman.
Hi, this is Zell Bush.
Hi, this is Tom Flynn. Hi, this is Steve Rossetto.
Hi, this is Ryan Miller. Hi, this is Rich Sakui from WRS Wealth Advisors.
With our combined 80 years of experience,
WRS Wealth Advisors are the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Call 330-965-0370 to learn more about our individual and corporate financial planning services.
Or visit WRSwealth.com.
Go Raiders.
Go Dogs.
Go Cats. Go Dogs. Go Tigers.
Inning 3, and we're back to the top of the lineup now for Austintown Fitch, as it's Frank Senedak who grounded out to Luca Raschuti his last time up there. First pitch he sees this time through will be called strike one, as this AB will start identical to his first. Through 2 innings of work, 3 strikeouts for Drew Carrilla, finally allowed a hit in the last inning, and an error behind him as well, as a run came in to score off of a passed ball. Just 1 hit, though, for the Fitch Falcons to this point in the game. 0-2 count at the plate, as Carrilla hunting for strikeout number 4. Went back-to-back to close and open the last inning. And this one will miss outside. Finished off the first with a strikeout, opened up the second with a strikeout, ended off the second with a strikeout. Now 1 pitch away, though, from opening up the third with a strikeout. Pitch from Carrilla. Great off-speed pitch, and they're not going to give it to him, as he was already walking away. He wanted that one. I don't know if you could tell, but he put in one heck of a pause out there. It was a very loud pause at that, as he was walking off the back of the mound. So even count at 2 apiece. Pitch outside. He's going to miss another. And I think he might be getting a little frustrated with some of these pitches out there. He's been close, but they're not giving it to him. He's going to have to give him a challenge fastball if he wants to put down Frank Senedak. The 3-2 swung on, foul. That one put over into the parking lot, and we'll reset and do it again. The 3-2 is going to miss. I don't know if that knocked him on the head or if he was able to duck under it, but either way, Senedak on here to lead off the inning. First time today the Falcons have put their leadoff man on. The Irish have done it in both of their innings on that side, so perhaps signs of things to come for the Fitch crew as they have their leadoff man on. Now it's Drew Kaschak in to work with that man on. First pitch to him, called strike one. Good pitch on the outside half of the plate. And I'd expect Carrilla just to come back with a whole heap of fastballs here against Kaschak. Lost that last at-bat on the off-speed. Just has to get right back into a groove, and I want to see him do it with that heater. He has such a talented fastball. When he just starts putting it down there, he becomes very, very hard to hit against. 1-1 count. Everything gets set up off that fastball. If he wants to continue off speed, he's got to become dominant with it again. Pickoff attempt back to first, not close. Sendak back with plenty of time to spare. The 1-1 again. This is swung on, back to the wall. One-two count. Carrilla gets set. Continues to eye up the runner at first. Brings the fastball home. It's in the dirt. And so the count is even. Sendak gave a little shimmy over there at first as Carrilla was putting that pitch down. I think Carrilla saw it out of the corner of his eye, and it might have distracted him for just long enough to put that fastball offline. His throw looked a little bit off from his normal stride. So an even count at 2 apiece. And he's going to throw back to first. Nothing going. The 2-2 pitch. This is swung on, taken out to right. This is going to get down out in the tricky triangle. It's Raschuti, the second baseman, in to get it. And so he will hold Sendak to only one out there as he pulls into second. Drew Kaschak on with the hit. So it's the first 2 on to start the inning, and the Falcons are looking to match the rally put up in the bottom of the second by the Irish and cut back into this lead. Carson Fuller walked in his first at-bat. Now up to the plate with 2 on and no outs. As this is going to be swung on, a little blooper right up to the mound. Only a flip from Carrilla will be possible, and so everyone advances. It works like a sacrifice bunt. However, it does go down as a failed hit attempt. So he's 0 for 1 on the day, and Jackson Cheeks, who struck out his last time through, will come back to the plate. 2 runners in scoring position, however, and a flyout wouldn't be the worst if he can put this out towards center. Has a chance to bring in 1, potentially 2 if he can put it deep enough. First pitch down from Carrilla. And this one too low for the umpire to give it. A half swing ends up straight down in the dirt below the catcher. Piselo able to keep it underneath them. And so our count 1-1. Remember last time a runner got up in your scoring position, Carrilla put down a strike on a 3-1 count, but it wasn't caught by Pisa. Ends up in the backstop, and a run in the form of Carter Owens comes in to score. The 1-1 pitch this time swung on, and that'll be strike 2. The 1-2 swung on, taken out to short, and this is caught by Frasco. Quick hands out there by the shortstop, as that is out number 2. So the early rally looks like it's been shut down right now by the infield, as Rocco DeFlorio steps in looking to keep it or reignite the flame with 2 on and now 2 away. His last time up there, a strikeout victim. We'll see how he fares this time through. First pitch nearly gets him as Carrilla couldn't get that curveball to come back. Pitch 2 is going to be outside, so ball 2. that will find the mark. Found the bottom corner after slipping on the last two. Came back with that heater. And he got the mark. DeFlorio, a hitter that can take advantage of a fastball if you present it to him. But right now, it looks like Carrilla trying to pitch around him and go to Jack Knight, who's coming up next. Carrilla not one to tend to back away from a challenge. Hasn't been able to find his pitch, though, in this at-bat. The 3-1 pitch, swung on foul. Full count with 2 outs. So the challenger, Rocco DeFlorio, steps back in. Drew Carrilla retakes his spot on the hill. The payoff pitch coming. 2 outs and 2 on base here. The pitch is in the dirt. And that'll be ball 4. The bases are loaded here in the 3rd inning as Jack Knight, the first baseman, steps in to swing it. His last time through, grounded out to Frasco over at short. And will now need to put something into the outfield or get walked to bring in another run for his crew here to open up the 3rd. First pitch to him is taken low, ball 1. And a good one put down bottom right-hand corner. Looked like Jack Knight wanted to go around but couldn't get that bat off the shoulder quick enough. And so the count evens. Carrilla's delivery is down low. Was looking for that same corner again, but missed too short on it. And the 2-1 is swung on. Out to right. This is caught. And the half inning is over as it's Tommy Groner there to make the catch. So Fitch leaves him stranded in the top half of the inning. It's the 5-6-7 due up for the Irish when we come back.
House troubles can attack anytime. When trouble strikes, call Mighty Mike. Your hometown hero is on his way. HVAC causing havoc? Has your furnace gone mad? Mighty Mike Heating and Cooling will save the day. Commercial or residential, 24/7. For quality service you can depend on. Call your hometown hero. Call Mighty Mike.
Before the lights come on, before the workday begins, before a long day is ended, or it's time to have fun. It all starts with the people at Joe Dickey Electric. From replacing a light fixture in your home to building a substation for your business, no job is too big or too small. The people of Joe Dickey Electric power them all. Joe Dickey Electric, over 60 years of powering the Mahoning Valley.
House troubles can attack.
There are 4 members of GoldenStringRadio.org that works for your sports network. Super Dave, Kristen, Scotty, and myself. And if you love our work at Golden String, Isle, and Purple Cat, you are going to love the soon-to-be-open GABA Camp out at Farmer Casey's Ranch in Coatesville Township. It has all the nice, beautiful scenery, will feature cabins, and a whole lot of other great outdoor stuff. I'm Radar Pavlov, and my sports network is your sports network.
We believe expectations are made to be exceeded. At the new Toyota of Warren, it's about more than just getting a great deal. It's about service you can count on and a friendship you can trust. Year after year, we've done what we do best. We've gone the extra mile so you could too.
Because we know it's just not about buying a new car. It's the start of a new adventure. Toyota of Warren, driven by you.
Welcome back into your Sports Network. Malik Caberna, bottom of the third inning, and it's Ursuline up at the plate. First pitch is swung on, driven down the line and left, but this will be caught on the run to get us started. A quick out, number one, as that's Jackson Cheeks tracking it down. So quick one up, one down start to the third. And that's the first time today that the leadoff man has not gotten on base for the Irish crew, as it's Tommy Groner now up to the plate. And now this is swung on, taken straight down the line. Groner's going to get two out of this, as this is just now picked up. The throw in is caught by Fuller, but this will be a one-out double for the Irish here. Tom Groner's second hit of the ball game. So strong swing of the bat there, and that'll be the sixth of the day for this side of the ball. And now Jack Erickson, who got a hit his last time up, steps back in again. So two now on Erickson, as he's quickly in the hole against Carter Owens, who finally found his first strikeout to end out the second inning. Took him a while to get there, but you wonder now that he's found that rhythm, can he get back to it and find his second? No, as this is taken out to left. It's a hit parade now as Groner rolls into third. Two men on here with one away. Runners on the corners. As hit number 7 is picked up. Now Thomas Pisa steps up. And he's going to try and look for the bunt, pulls it back in time, but it's called strike one anyway, as the runner will advance up to second. So two now in scoring position, and the need for a sacrifice bunt is gone. And this is swung on, popped up over towards right, but just out of play. So 2 strikes down. There's a couple of changeups on the field for Fitch. Over at third base is Mason Petritas, and Frank Pugliese subbed in over at first. So DeFlorio and Jack Knight done for the day over at first and third. Pisa at the plate. Prior to have gotten hits, one down in the inning, but he's facing an 0-2 hole. Sees this one eye level. And now this one outside. Even count, 2 apiece. Now 2-2. Swung on straight down the line, but foul. So our count will remain the same. Mark Manning stands on deck. Had an RBI sac fly back in the second. Scored in Tom Groner, who is the lead runner now on third. Carter Owens with the pitch. A foul ball, says the home plate umpire. So back-to-back fouls here from Thomas Pisa, the catcher. And the pitch. Low. So we got a full count coming. And this is skied out towards the left. It's playable in foul territory. It will be caught. Groner's going to try it from third. He will be in to score. The throw gets past Bell Sullivan. And now coming around third at the plate. The tag. No, not in time. He's safe. Jack Erickson comes in to score as well. And so both runs come in to score, and there's now 2 outs here in the inning. But it turns into a great play there by the Ursuline half of things. So an error on the throw does bring in a run. But a great effort on the base pads by Groner and Erickson extend the Ursuline lead up to 6-1. And now this is popped up straight back to Carter Owens on the mound. He's got it, so Mark Manning makes it a quick third out here to end out the third. But after 3, the Irish lead at 6-1 over Austintown Fitch.
Reliability. Innovation. Scale. These 3 values are those we look forward to in our business and in our team. If you're ready for a reliable employer who looks constantly to think outside the box in big ways, we're ready for you. Apply now. Help us push the envelope and deliver success. Envelope 1. Take that one extra step.
Going the extra mile at Greenwood Chevrolet means taking care of our local customers.
Realizing, number one, that we're here for them.
To do anything that would convenience the customer.
And every day I'll go the extra mile so they can trust us.
That's what going the extra mile means, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
It's storm season.
I think we're under the gun for some heavy storms over the next couple of hours.
And Storm Tracker 21 is ready.
This is probably the one we're keeping a closer eye on.
On air.
And locally, we're going to have a lot of eyes on our area.
Online.
All right, let's talk high-risk futurecast and the timing of this weather.
On social media and on our app.
More pockets of rain as we go throughout our
Stay ready with Storm Tracker 21.
The severe weather threat now through around sunset this evening.
My guy keeps it 100% of the time. He wants all 100, won't settle for 99. And it's more than stats because there's people in those numbers. And I was one of the lost sheep. I'm so glad he cares for all 100. I'm 100% safe, 100% free, 100% love. I can be 100% me. He gave all 100 when they put him up on that tree. That's 100% passion for 100% free. So if I play in front of 100, or if I play in front of 2, there's an audience of 1 getting 100% of what I can do.
Welcome back to your Sports Network, top of the 4th inning. I'm Alec Caberna from Bobsine Park. We've got a one-sided game on our hands so far. Still plenty of time, however, for this visiting crew to get back in it. But Fitch trails by 5 runs going into the middle innings here from Bobsine Park. It's Carter Owens, the pitcher for the Falcons, set to lead things off. He has one of the 2 teams' hits through the day so far as the first pitch that he sees taken for strike 1. And upcoming for Fitch, obviously they'll finish off the regular season, but a bit of a peek ahead. And next week, it's next Thursday, we'll start their playoff season. We'll hold on to that. This is skied up into shallow center. It's Rusciuti there to make the catch, and that is 1 away here to get us started. So Donovan Bell Sullivan now coming up to the plate after a fly out there leads us off. But on next Thursday, Fitch will take on the winner of the Solon-Cuyahoga Falls game. That prior one will be played on Tuesday between the 24-seeded Solon and 29th-seeded Cuyahoga Falls. Fitch is favored to win that game here at the moment. Likely would see them in a matchup against Walsh Jesuit, the 2-seed of the region. That is the Northeast 1 Division 1 group, as Donovan Bell Sullivan has a 1-1 start here as he fouls off that pitch. If they can make it to the district semifinals against Walsh Jesuit, you'll be able to catch that game here on your sports network, as all district games are typically covered. As this is going to be taken out to right, this will find the grass, and the Falcons have a man on with one away. Question is, are they going to be able to put hits together? They have not been able to so far today, and that has plagued their success at the plate, as now it's Hayden Warmoth up to the plate with one on, one away, looking to do some damage here and get his crew back into it. And this one's in the dirt, and that will be a free base out there. Donovan Bell Sullivan rolls into second. Second one that's gotten past Thomas Pisa today. Warmoth struck out back in the second inning, his lone at-bat of the game. Pitch now from Carrilla is outside, and that'll be a ball. And a step off. Mentioned district sectional or district semifinals will be broadcasted. We got word today, though, that sectionals will not be on the network this postseason. So you'll have to hope your team gets into the districts for you to see them here in the postseason. And this will also miss as well. 3-0 on the count. Warmoth playing patient. Not trying to get aggressive with that man in scoring position now up on second. The 3-0 pitch from Carrilla is finally taken back in there for strike one. Carrilla with 3 strikeouts on the game so far, 3 walks as well, and now 3 hits issued. A lot of threes out there for him, and he will not get a strike there, though, as that is his 4th walk of the game. And 2 on now for the Falcon faithful as they go back to the top of the lineup. As we have a mound visit, we'll step aside with them on your sports network.
Shopping for a vehicle online should be easy and worry-free. Introducing Merge from Greenwood Chevrolet, a completely new way to buy a car that combines the convenience of shopping online with the personal touch and expertise that Greenwood is known for. With Merge, shopping is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Choose a vehicle from our pre-owned inventory, build a deal that fits your needs, and finalize the deal with our online buying team. That's car buying in a new lane. Visit greenwoodchevrolet.com and let us go the extra mile for you.
HVAC causing havoc? Has your furnace gone mad? Commercial or residential, 24/7. Call your hometown hero. Call Mighty Mike.
Well, the designated hitter erased for the day, Frank Senedak, is off, as it'll be Brady Lowe going into the lineup to fill the spot that he was taken away from, as he started the game at shortstop. Will obviously stay there, but now taking over in the lineup for the designated hitter. So his first debut of the day, Senedak, the man who was hitting number 1 in the lineup, went 0 for 1 with a walk drawn as well. But now with 2 on, they're looking to see if they can find a little juice in this lineup. Their third change as well will have Rocco DeFlorio and Jack Knight being pinch hit for as well, as it's an 0-2 count to the pinch hitter Brady Lowe. The 0-2 swung on, strike 3, and he got him. So strikeout number 4 for Carrilla today. And this will bring number 11, Drew Kaschak, to the plate. Looking to get something going with 2 away. Once again, this Falcon crew getting something going early on in the inning, but they can't finish it off. Left them loaded in the third. 2 on here in the fourth. And Kaschak is going to have to find a way to deliver. Carson Fuller on deck if they can get to him. And that's in there, strike 1. Count even up at 1 apiece with 2 on, 2 away. Fitch got the lone run back in the second off of a pass ball from Drew Carrilla called strike. But it missed the glove of Piso and went all the way to the backstop, and Carter Owens came in to score. Now this pitch skips in the dirt, 2-1. As it seems our blue skies fade away and we've got gray overcast coming over the stadium. As rain is expected later tonight, but not till much later. 2-1 count. Carrilla takes a look back to second. And now he'll throw back to second. Tag not going to be there as they were looking to get Donovan Bell Sullivan down for the third out. Two-one pitch, right down Main Street. Make it 2-2 with 2 on, 2 away. As though this could very well be his second strikeout of the inning, and it would end it off if he can put it down. Kaschak 1 for 2 on the day. Swings on this one right back to Carrilla on the mound. A toss to first in time. So Fitch leaves base runners on again here in the fourth as they still trail it by 5.
Fall is in the air. The kids are back to school, crowds are cheering for the home team, and Myers Family Insurance is prepped for another crazy Medicare season. Every year there's changes, some big, some small, so it's important to have a conversation to make sure your plan is going to meet your expectations for the coming year. Give our team a call today to schedule your annual review.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance. Or visit us on the web. Check us out online at MyersFamilyINS.com.
Nestled here in the beauty and splendor of Mill Creek Metro Parks are 2 of America's best golf courses, as selected by Golf Week magazine. Ranked number 9 in Ohio by TripAdvisor. Come play like a pro on these award-winning Donald Ross-designed courses. Enjoy a round with your kids and unwind with your favorite food and drinks in the grill room. For championship golf, look no further than your backyard. Mill Creek Golf Course.
As Comco celebrated 70 years in 2022, we have much to be thankful for. We are proud of the Comco culture as we serve our customers with Comco Care with our premier customer service, quality parts, and on-time delivery. The partnerships we have with our customers and our community are second to none. We thank you for your continued support. We are proud to be part of this community and will continue to offer great jobs for great people.
Hi, I'm Eric Carlson, president of Joe Dickey Electric and an Eagle Scout from Troop 60 in Boardman. I'd like to invite you to join us Tuesday, June 13th at the Lake Club for our 18th annual Celebration of Scouting Breakfast. Join us to hear the scouting story and support the organization that helped me become the leader I am today. Visit www.gtcbsa.org/breakfast or call 234-900-5906 to reserve your spot today for the 18th annual Celebration of Scouting Breakfast.
HVAC causing havoc? Has your furnace gone mad? Commercial or residential, 24/7. Call your hometown hero. Call Mighty Mike.
Bottom of the fourth inning, and we got Ursuline coming back to the plate. It's Luca Raschuti, 0 for 2 on the day, but he was the game's first run back in the first as he got on via the error. Carter Owen still out there on the mound, as through 3 innings he has 1 strikeout, 2 walks, 7 hits allowed to go along with the 6 runs that have come in to score. First pitch here against Raschuti, taken for ball 1. Now make it strike 1 as he comes back with a good challenge fastball. Now this one outside in the dirt. Bell Sullivan has to go hopping in front of it. Or pardon me, no, that is not Bell Sullivan behind the plate any longer. Can't see the number, but I can tell it's not 2 of them. It's not 24. The changeup's out there in the field as the Falcons trail by 5. Three-one on the count here. And this is centered right back up the middle. So Raschuti gets his first hit of the day on a line drive to center field. And once more, the Irish are alive here to start out an inning. Their 3rd inning of the day in which their leadoff man has gotten things started for them. The table setters have been setting it well. And a bunt attempt pulled back on the throw down to second. Not in time. Raschuti just beating that one out, as it's also called ball 1 at the plate. It's Anthony Treveri stepping in. Now this is hit out towards short, and this is going to hit off of the leg of Brady Lowe. So that is another error today, the 3rd for this Falcon crew. And E6 has the first 2 men on base. Is now Dylan Casey, who, if we flash it back to the 2nd, put a big hit down into right field, scored 2 RBIs off of it, and gave this team what at the time was a sizable 4-1 lead. They've since grown it a little bit more, as our catcher goes out there to go talk to him. I believe this might be number 8 in Jake Wallace. Not 100% positive, as I can't see the number on his shirt. As now he needs a new mask, I believe. And yeah, he will switch out. And we're back to action. 2 on, no outs for the Irish. As Casey stands ready at the plate. 1 for 2 on the day. Made contact and put it in the outfield in both attempts so far. And now another throw back, no one's there. And the Irish want a balk called as he spun around but didn't throw. Still no deliveries yet to Dylan Casey, who awaits the pitch. And the runner's going to go. Pulled back on the throw to third. No, the tag applied, not in time, so it's a stolen base on the first pitch of the at-bat. That's Raschuti making his way up to third, so runners on at the corners. There's Dylan Casey on the hunt for another RBI here. Already with 2 on the day. And now the second runner's going to go. Another throw. They're going to short this one and try and get Raschuti. It's called the strike at the plate, so our count moves to 1-1. But Treveri up to second safely, so the double play ball is eliminated here as the Irish, even with the 5-run advantage, don't play it easy on the base pads and continue to play aggressive. The 1-1 delivery, swung on, foul. And the 1-2, this is swung on. It's going to go to straightaway center field. That's Kaschak on the catch. And the tag and run. No, a good throw will hold Raschuti out there. So it looked like it could end up as a sac fly, but Drew Kaschak absolutely sending it from center field is going to hold him where he's at. Chase Lombard also taking over in right field for the Falcons in this half inning. Number 3 takes over for Hayden Warmouth in today's ball game. Brian Frasco at the plate, sees ball 1. It's in the dirt, no advance. Fitch absolutely unloading the reserves here in today's ball game, as they're trying to get everybody on the field here before the season comes to its close. Already trailing big, no reason for anyone to risk injury. The 1-1 is watched in there, and that's going to be strike 2. So Owens on the hunt for potential strikeout here, only one so far. So only 4 of the initial position players remain as Frasco skies up 1. It's out of play. Over on first now is Frank Pugliese. Third base, Mason Petridis. Brady Lowe remains on, or jumps in into the lineup, but was staying out there on short. We got Jake Wallace behind the plate and Chase Lombard now in right. This remains a 1-2 count. Carter Owens still on the mound here in inning number 4. Wonder how long Fitch will let him go tonight. As this is hit over towards left, the dive by Pedritas will hold this from going to the outfield, but they're going to send Treveri nonetheless. 1 run in to score, a second one along with it. Frasco's going to make his way up to second. And so the Irish continue to pour it on. 2 runs come in to score off the swing of the bat by Brian Frasco, as he pulls into second. So that was Raschuti and Treveri coming into score as the lead continues to grow here. And I believe this will be the end of the night for Carter Owens, as John Darnley comes in from the dugout. We'll step aside as they make the change here in the bottom of the 4th.
21 News delivers the news as it happens, using the latest technology from where it happens.
Live here outside the Mahoney County.
On air, online,
Wednesday afternoon weather update.
Very dangerous.
and on the 21 News social media platforms.
I'm on the road right now.
21 News, the Valley's only locally owned source for trusted news since 1953.
How lucky are we to have not one, but two 18-hole Donald Ross Championship golf courses right here in our backyards. Mill Creek Golf Course was selected by Golf Week as one of America's...
So Darnley will take over on the mound for Carter Owens, who goes 3 1/3, 1 strikeout, 2 walks, 9 hits allowed, 8 runs come in to score during his watch. And we are back at it with C.J. Frasco at the plate with Brian Frasco out there on second. 2 runs already scored in the inning off the bat of Frasco, as Rashudi and Treveri came in from second and third. 2 hits in the inning, 1 error so far. And C.J. Frasco 1 for 2 on the day, and Darnley's first pitch of the ball game coming shortly. And the delivery is going to be high.
Craftsmanship to us is 60 years.
Pardon me there. It goes high for ball 1 as Jake Wallace has to jump up to control it. And pitch number 2 goes too low. And Frasco steals third. The big man takes it. As the crowd and the Ursuline dugout goes crazy for big Brian Frasco stealing third base. He's been an aggressive base runner the handful of times I've seen him on the season. Not afraid to go out there and try and take a couple. And now this will miss. Ball 3. Officially no stolen bases on the season for Bryant Frasco as he's gotten everything off of passed balls. The 3-0, and he will find one there. So it took a few, but he's got the rhythm. And now the throw from Wallace back to the mound offline. But no advance. 3-1 the count. This is swung on, sent foul. Takes a hop off the backstop as well. So a full count looming. Good job by Darnley to work his way back into the count. And the pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3, he's got him. So he rings up the first man that he sees here in the 4th. And now he comes up against Tom Groner, who's 2 for 2 on the day with a single and a double. And could really use a triple here to set himself up for a potential chance at the cycle. If he could then put one over the wall as well. He's got the easy parts. Can he get that triple or a home run in this at-bat? Not likely, but hey, anything can happen at this point. We've seen a lot so far today. Groner has just 1 triple on this season. So it's possible. No home runs for him, so he'd have to send it out of a park that is major league distance. 330s in the corner. One count to him. Irish have scored in every inning so far as the pitch from Darnley in there high. Yeah, that's a good one. A good challenge fastball outside half of the zone. He gets it in there 2-2. And now pitch away from coming in and closing this one off with back-to-back strikeouts. The pitch from Darnley gets the pop-up. This should do it here in the inning, as this is going to be caught out there by Brady Lowe. So John Darnley comes in his 2/3 inning, a strikeout and a pop-out, and he holds the Irish back down, and it's 2 runs added on in the inning with 1 man left stranded. We'll be back for the 5th here from Bob Scene Park. Coming up next.
Let's face it, buying a home is one of the toughest things you'll ever do. At Forever Homes, we are licensed realtors that specialize in representing our clients in the purchase and sale of single-family residences and income property in Columbiana County. We truly love this area. We were born in this area, and we pride ourselves on the knowledge of transactions, school districts, neighborhoods, and related services. So the next time you need to buy or sell your home, make it forever. Forever Homes Realty.
Going the extra mile at Greenwood Chevrolet means taking care of our local customers.
And it's just a great feeling to put them in a vehicle and get them all excited about a new vehicle.
At the end of the day, our goal is to be someone our customers can count on.
And every day I'll go the extra mile for the community so they can trust us.
To do anything that would convenience the customer or make them feel more at home.
Realizing, number one, that we're here for them and that we're not going to go away.
That's what going the extra mile means, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
HVAC causing havoc? Has your furnace gone mad? Commercial or residential, 24/7. Call your hometown hero. Call Mighty Mike.
Why choose local? Because you live here, work here, learn here, relax here, and celebrate here. 21 WFMJ is our Valley's only locally owned TV station, and our focus is local. Other TV stations don't have that same focus, as their owners are somewhere else. But 21 WFMJ is rooted in the Valley. Local people making decisions that affect your life, right here where you live.
Top of the fifth inning from the beautiful Bob Scene Park as we have gone to overcast skies here. Temperature dropping a bit since our first pitch, down 3 degrees to 67 as our storm clouds from the west roll in. Chance of rain in our next game, but as I said, we should be clear all the way through this one as the first pitch to Carson Fuller taken for strike one as Drew Carilla remains on the mound. 4 strikeouts, 4 walks, and 3 hits allowed to go along with the 1 run put up by the Falcons today as he's 2 strikes on top of Carson Fuller, who's 0 for 1 with a walk to this point in the game. Carilla hunting for strikeout number 5. If he can put it through, he gets the swing and the miss there, and he's got it to start out the inning. And it's a good sight to see. It took him a while to find his rhythm. In that last inning, finally got the strikeout against Brady Lowe for the second out after he had seen a handful of guys already. That was the 4th man he saw in the inning before he found the strikeout. Gets it right off the bat here, and now Jackson Cheeks up at the plate with 1 away and no one out there. First pitch to him, a big swing at that one, but no contact. I think he was aiming for the fences on that. It's 0-1. That off-speed pitch misses the zone entirely. 1-1. And now a big swing there. Cheeks can't make contact once more. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Strikeout and a line out so far. It was good contact his last time up there in the 3rd, but went straight to the glove of C.J. Frasco at short. The 1-2 pitch outside. The 2-2 swing and a miss there. So back-to-back Ks start out this inning. And Drew Carilla has 6 now in total as he's down to Mason Petridis, their first matchup of the day. Petridis will bat for Rocco DeFlorio in the 5 spot of the lineup. He replaced him back in the 4th. First matchup against Carilla here, and he sees ball 1 to begin his at-bat. And another one will miss here. 2-0 is watched in again and will be ball again. Folks, as mentioned, another game coming up after this. It's Mineral Ridge taking on Lowellville as a 3-0 is called strike. So we finally have our first strike in this at-bat. MVAC Scarlet Tier action coming up next on your sports network after this game. About 20 minutes after this one comes to a close. As the pitch in there for ball 4. So clear it up, and we have our first base runner here of the inning as Frank Pugliese now up to the plate with 1 on and 2 outs. As now we will have a mound visit taken by the Irish, and I doubt this will signal the end. No, it will. Carrilla pulled here in the 5th inning. 2 strikeouts already, and they're going to make a change, so we'll step aside with them.
21 News delivers the news as it happens, using the latest technology from where it happens.
Live here outside the Mahoney County.
On air, online,
Wednesday afternoon weather update.
Very dangerous.
and on the 21 News social media platforms.
I'm on the road right now.
21 News, the Valley's only locally owned source for trusted news since 1953.
How lucky are we to have not one, but 2 18-hole Donald Ross Championship golf courses right here in our backyards. Mill Creek Golf Course was selected by Golf Week as one of America's 30 best municipal courses, continuing to challenge golfers of all levels and featuring golf instruction by PGA professionals, a state-of-the-art practice range, a PGA of America recognized pro shop, kids programs, and a relaxing grill room for a memorable golf experience. For more information or to schedule...
Welcome back to Bob Scene Park, and it will be Anthony Treveri on the mound. He comes in from left field to take over on the mound for Drew Carrilla. Dylan Casey comes in, and he will play third base. And now in left field is John Cambert, who will replace technically Drew Carrilla in left field. He'll take on Frank Pugliese to start him off. And Treveri on this season, 1-0 in 3 appearances with an ERA of 1.4, has pitched 5 innings, has 7 strikeouts, 1 walk, and has allowed just 1 run on 2 hits. As he takes on Pugliese here, it's ball 1 to begin his first AB of the season. A man on first is Mason Pedritas. He was issued the walk by Drew Carrilla as he goes 4 2/3 innings pitched, 6 strikeouts, 5 walks, 3 hits, just 1 run allowed as his pitch is sent down the third base line, but foul. So our count evened up at 1 apiece. One pitch. Ooh, a good one. That they will say just off the plate. And another one will miss. So 3-1. Treveri taking a look back to first. The delivery home swung on right back up the middle. And just a step on second will do it here. So one man seen, one out for Anthony Treveri as Austintown Fitch goes quietly into the bottom of the fifth. Just one run today as the Irish send their lineup back out there to do it again here at the bottom of the fifth.
The environment in the hospital can be very intense for a patient. Being able to put a smile on their face brightens up my day. I go to Youngstown State University and my passion is nursing. What I love about studying nursing is that it takes you out of the classroom and into the lab. It's really hands-on. The professors here push you to be your absolute best, so if you want it, you gotta work hard for it. I am so excited about my future. I'm Shantiana and I am why I'm proud.
You know, being able to have success on the football field and the basketball court and just every aspect of, my sports career is now documented. One of the greatest things about high school sports is to be able to talk about it for the rest of your life and to look back on the days with my buddies whenever we had some battles, whether it was with, our rival or just another game. And I could go back and look at it and, not only myself, but my family members, my teammates, and it's something that will last a lifetime. My name is Parker Sherry, and my sports network is your sports network.
Why choose local? Because you live here, work here, learn here, relax here, and celebrate here. 21 WFMJ is our Valley's only locally owned TV station, and our focus is local. Other TV stations don't have that same focus, as their owners are somewhere else. But 21 WFMJ is rooted in the Valley. Local people making decisions that affect your life, right here where you live.
Quality, customer service, and integrity. Those are the 4 words that have driven our success since 1957 at Joe Dickey Electric.
Joe Dickey Electric is one Mahoning Valley landmark business that stays current with the requirements of our customers. Family owned and managed, we are an electrical contractor and energy solutions provider. Every member of our team adds to his or her skill set through ongoing training.
Welcome back. Bottom of the 5th inning here, and the Irish can put this game away if they can put 3 runs up on the board here and issue the run rule victory in the bottom of the 5th inning. Leading things off for us is the 7-hole hitter, Jack Erickson. 2 for 2 on the day so far. Finds strike 1 here against John Darnley, who works into his 2nd inning. This is hit on the ground over towards first. A bit of a dive, a throw over. Darnley drops it. And this will be a man on to begin the inning, as that is an error to open things up. So Thomas Peason now up to the plate with a runner on, no outs. As that is the 4th error of the game for the Falcons, just not been their night. Thomas Pisa at the plate. 0 for 1, but he did bring in the 2 runs back in the 3rd. Thanks to a throwing error by the left fielder, who at the time was Jackson Cheeks. I believe we have another change out there. This is Nick Cipriano, as Pisa pulls down the bunt, pulls it back. The throw down off the stolen base, not going to make it. And so it's ball 1 here with Jack Erickson now standing on second. Two-0 count to the batter. And the pitch, high, ball 3. So Darnley comes in and gets the out to end out the 4th inning. But now here in danger of putting on the first via the error, second via the walk as he throws back to second, nothing going. Got a strikeout in his flyout against the 2 guys that he faced in that 4th inning. He's got a clean ledger to this point of the game, except for that 1 error a moment ago. 3-0 count outside, ball 4. And so the first two are aboard here to begin the inning as we're down to the ninth man in the lineup in Mark Manning, as he represents the winning run for the Irish today. He could put this game away if he comes in to score. Thomas Pisa will check out, and in will come, I believe, Nick Bako to run. So Nick Bako on first as the pinch runner. A throwback to second, trying to catch Erickson. They won't get him. As mentioned, Mark Manning at the plate. 0 for 1 today with an RBI sac fly back in the second and a fly out in the third. Looking to get on base for the first time and come in to score, potentially win this ball game. As he's going to pull back on a bunt attempt as it's 2 stolen bases out there. Delivery can't be put down by Wallace, and he looks frustrated behind the plate. He just hasn't been able to throw anybody out behind there despite a numerous amount of attempts. Irish are clearly just trying to put this game away. Not trying to play 6 and 7 innings, keep the rest of their bullpen fresh for the remainder of the week. 1-0 count here at the plate, and this one's high, 2-0. The Irish will begin tournament play on the 15th in the sectional semifinals as they will take on Painesville Harvey. They are the 6th seed taking on the 21 seed, so they will be at home here at Bobstein Park on the 15th. It's a 5 p.m. game. If they can win that one, they'll take on the 5-seeded Geneva. That'll be on the road if they get to it. Strike one there as that is fouled off. Should be an interesting postseason for them. They can get past Geneva. They likely have a matchup against Mogador Field, and they take on Canfield in a district final. So only one home game in the postseason for the Irish, and that'll be round 1. This one's high over the head of Wallace. He trips up, and a run comes in to score. So 3-1 goes the count. Another run in for the Irish today. And that is the second ball that has gotten past Wallace while Darnley's been on the mound. A 3-1 count now at the plate. Pitch is down, eye level, ball 4. Runners on at the corners. Second walk issued by Darnley as Luca Raschuti back at the top of the lineup will step in. Needing just 2 runs, the game-winning one on second. Raschuti does not need to come in to score himself. First pitch from Darnley, runner goes, bunt pulled back on, called strike at the plate, no throw attempt from Wallace. As it's now 2 runners in scoring position, and the winning run standing on second now. And there's another one right down the pipe, so 0-2. Two count to Raschuti. 1 for 3 today, puts this one down the line, but it's foul. Coming up next for Ursuline tomorrow, they hit the road. They'll take on Padua Franciscan out of Parma. Before coming back on Wednesday on the road, they'll take on this Fitch crew again for the second time. Cardinal Mooney on Thursday. And then playoffs begin next week as this is hit into the outfield. This should do it. The winning run comes around third, and the ball game is over. Ursuline takes home the run rule victory in 5 innings, thanks to the base hit by Luca Raschuti. And the Irish will move to 11-7 on the season, while the Fitch Falcons fall to 11-8 this year. Folks, I've been Alec Coburna, as mentioned. You can find more baseball coming up next year from Bob Scene Park as Mineral Ridge and Lowville go head-to-head in MVAC Scarlet tiered action. Austintown Fitch's next opponent will be Alliance on Tuesday. That is a home game, and then they finish the season out against Ursuline on Wednesday. Today's winning pitcher, Drew Kurilla, picks up his third win of the season, goes 4 2/3, 6 strikeouts, 5 walks, 3 hits. The loss goes to Carter Owens, who went 3 1/3, 1 strikeout, 2 walks, 9 hits allowed for him, as 4 errors in total for the Fitch Falcons, 9 hits for the Irish, and 3 hits in total for the Fitch Falcons today. Folks, you've been watching your sports network. That'll do it here from Bob Scene Park. Game 1 is through. Mineral Ridge and Lowville coming up next.
YSN thanks you for watching this presentation of your sports network. For stories, stats, and more, go to ysnlive.com.